All right, we're live here. We're going to see if we can get things set up here a little bit here. Just 1 second. Okay, we're looking good. Okay, welcome everybody. Let's see how this goes. This is the first time on YouTube, and we're just going to see how everything works out from here. You got to start somewhere. So, um, we're going to talk about some of the things that you should know, some of those things that you should be talking about, some of those things that your children should know, and some of those things that you as a family should continue to spread so that we can have healthier um, pregnancies, healthier experiences in life, healthier food choices, and healthier bodies. Okay. So I'm just going to do a few things here just so I can get used to a lot of these things. They aren't that different. Just have to play around with it a little bit. Well, first, the very first thing that I want you to, we have to get used to the different terms that we use. And since we're talking about food, we'll start off using those terms as far as food is concerned. So let's start off with some of the active ingredients. And the active ingredients, like these are functional components in vegetables and fruit. So, in using the vegetables and the fruit to keep ourselves balanced and to keep ourselves protected against oxidants, to keep ourselves um, really intact as far as our musculature, strength of our bones, and also our entire systemic groups, like all of our um, the health of the heart and all the organs in the body. So a lot of things that we'll be talking about that usually are connected is when we're talking about your stomach, your digestive system, and everything that is connected with that. You might hear us talk about microbiome. You might hear me talk about the gut and gut health. All of those things, how they pretty much run together and they shine on each other. In other words, that we are using some of the words that may be beneficial to you as you continue to keep your body healthy. If you can associate the way that you feel with what you're eating, and you can associate what you're eating with their functions and the benefits, then we're on our way. That's what we want to do. See, food is usually something that people put to the side and they don't really give a lot of attention to it. And we have the nerve to have those little wars. This nutrition says it's different than that nutrition and this. Man, we need all the help that we can with everybody out there that's being helpful as nutritionists. Now, there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation, but for the most part, people have I think, a good intention, if you will, to help people make better choices. And sometimes in doing that, they get carried away. And that we want to like really stop that, because the thing that is important is that we grow, that we help each other as we grow, and we get better by listening to each other. Now, some of the things like, alpha carotenoids, or you have beta carotene, alpha carotene. You might, I said carotene, I meant to say carotene. And but it's a lot of things like that. You might as well get used to it. It's like when you're getting into the habit of new names, there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to say, and it's going to sound like it's cool, but it's not so cool. That kind of thing is really all a learning experience. So we start off with some of the functional compounds, and that's the carotenoids. The carotenoids, as we were talking about, the alpha carotene, and then you have beta carotene. Now, this comes from, usually you'll see that in squash. you will see it in cantaloupe, you will see it in carrots, that color. So keep that color in mind. And as soon as I have this figured out, I'll bring up some photos for you so that you can see them. But so far, I haven't come across it yet. And that's cool because we will eventually. Now, the next thing would be lutein. Now, lutein are all those green vegetables, the ones that are like from cabbage and broccoli and asparagus and artichokes. All of those are excellent examples of lutein. Lutein also can just simply be you can remind yourself that it's green, and the chlorophyll that is the pigment in the particular the leaves, and sometimes you'll have it in at the fruit or the vegetable itself or the root. It's a lot of wonderful things that you'll find in the phytos. Phytos just simply means plant life. All right, next we have lycopene. And lycopene, you will find that like in watermelon, so you find it in tomatoes. You will find that in papayas. This is really incredible that these names have been around for many, many years. And we're using some things that we haven't used. You know, when you hear words like terpene, or you hear words like let's say lycopene, phenolics, um, uh, flavonons, flavonoids, all of those kinds of things, anthocyanidins, you know, all of these different words that will express some of the things that you are eating and some of the things that you've eaten before. So let's go ahead and take our time with this, but get as much as you can from it. Another thing that as far as the functional compounds, let's go to dietary fiber, which is insoluble. You got the soluble, and you also have the beta glucans. The beta glucans would be more like the oats and barley and like millet, whereas you will have the insoluble fiber would be like wheat bran, and wheat bran is definitely wonderful. If you like to cook or you like to bake, you know exactly what I mean. Now there's soluble fiber, which is a good example would be psyllium. Now psyllium is really important because the husk really helps you to soften your stool. It also increases the girth of your stool, meaning it increases the size of your stool. And this itself is something that you will find handy, especially if you're not doing this on a regular basis. Okay, I'll do a couple more for you, and we're going to, we won't hold you a long time tonight. I just want to get out here and say a few things. There is you heard me say anthocyanidins. Now, anthocyanidins, this is basically, you'll find this in the fruit group, and it neutralizes the free radicals and reduces the risk of cancer. So usually when you hear me say cancer, it's some cancers, and this is something that is very important for you to know, because you know, blood cancer is different than stomach cancer, and stomach cancer is different than colon cancer, and on and on. So again, don't rush yourself, don't force yourself. I do want to mention that the fatty acids are very important. When we look at fatty acids, we want to especially get familiar with the EFAs, essential fatty acids. Now, the essential fatty acids are some that are right there in your home, especially the polyunsaturated. Those are the oils that remain in a liquid state at room temperature. And now saturated fats are those that actually solidify at room temperature. So you want to make sure that you're choosing the oils that are more poly unsaturated, and there's also mono unsaturated also. So we're not going to learn everything in one class. We're just going to start putting some of these things on your list so that you'll do things like research and find out more about them as we continue. We also mentioned flavonoids, and flavonoids are back to a category in the fruits. When we just talked about the fruit and the anthocyanidins, but when it comes to the um, other, like the fruit that citrus fruits like flavanoids, and then we also have flavons, and flavons also, well, flavons are more in fruits and vegetables, but they're all related. Some things we'll talk about monotrophic eating at another point, but it's just simply meaning learning how to put all of the food that is in the same category, eating from that category, and not eating from the other categories. Got a lot to talk about the different ways that you can fast, ways that you can prepare food, ultra high temperatures, UHTs, all of those things. We're going to get that. And it's no competition. The only competition is yourself. So make sure that you're not competing against anybody but you. That's all you want to do. You want to make good decisions. Some people think they know it all, but nobody knows everything about anything. And we make mistakes, and I think some kind of way, somewhere along the way, um, somebody started to give us the impressions that they're perfect, and what they say goes for everybody. But the truth is, we're all different. It's called biochemical individuality. And that biochemical individuality means that the way that my body functions may be different from another person's body. However, we both can have great health, even if we eat differently, even if we eat in different times and different amounts. So there's a lot to learn. There's nothing that I can think of would be perfect or flawless, but we know that in starting off, learning as much as you can, doing all the things that you can to learn, and that is to come and join the people that listen, and those people that enjoy having more information about what they're putting in their body. Okay, let me see if I can get a few more things here. Let's go to catechins. Catechins, I want you to look that up because that's in tea. You have oolong, you have black tea, you have red tea. Red tea is usually Rooibos. Rooibos is from South Africa. We definitely talk about that more, but most of our teas, of course, it comes from China and Colombia. And we have just a wide variety. You also have some teas that also come from India. So it's really important to get a handle on some of the beverages, these fluids that you can make yourself, and different beverages, and they are known to make you, or to keep you from getting sick, to keep you healthy. And that is something that gives a meaning to all the things that we're doing, what we're talking about, and what means the world to us, and that's life. Making sure that you take every step, making sure you are all about life. Now, I want to, before I go, introduce you to my book if you haven't gotten it yet. I have another coming out, but this is Slaves of the Tongue, and this will help you to get to know more about what we're talking about. Slaves of the Tongue, you can just simply go on drzarif.com, and that's DRZARIF, like in Frank.com, and order your book and start reading. You can go through this book, for instance. I'm going to stop at any Any page. Okay, here's a page right here. Now, this page is cyanogenic um, glycosides. And we're gonna in here, I know that you'll be talking about spinach and you'll be talking about rhubarb, those foods in that category. And it's really great. You really get a chance to learn more foods that you aren't used to, like taro. Taro is just really excellent, along with parsnips. He also gives you more information about alfalfa sprouts. You know, those microgreens are really, really incredible. So continue to support those people that are standing up for you to make better decisions, and support your farmers, and the farmers especially that take time and come out to the farmers market and helps you to make better and healthier decisions. It's important that you know the difference, because sometimes just to get the sale, they'll say things that are, let's just say, a little stretched from the truth. So, with that, I just want to say thank you. I'm going to do this more often. I'll get used to it. I want you to get used to me. And again, be kind to each other. I'll be looking forward to speaking with you on the next Mind of Nature. And check me out every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. PST time. And this is, I'll be on right here on YouTube on the Dr. Farid Zarif channel, along with the other channels like Facebook and Instagram. So you'll be able to pick up more information there and put it right into action. Okay. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you being here. Until the next time, I'm Dr. Zarif, the nutritionist.